Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Glmr. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous Glmr update on the channel, feel free to check that out to have more context. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Also find a donation link down below in the description to support the kids in Gaza. Now let's jump into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see that Glmr has seen quite a nice rally from the bottom there in October 2023, a 4x move to the upside, and then a 50% retracement. Now from that bottom in January 2024, we went up 58%, and then as of yesterday, we had this massive pullback of approximately 30%, and this is why it's important to set up buy limit orders in advance. We went through a few support levels here. As you can see, the bottom of the block, which was at 42 cents, right? 42 cents. And then we went through 38 cents. So you could have been filled on all of these here, and you could have been up in profit already at the 20 MA when the price recovered instantly, right? So this massive wick is what I was talking about, and it is what I keep talking about on this channel, where we are going to be having these pullbacks, especially on altcoins, a 30% pullback just like that in a day. And then we're back up like nothing happened. So this is why you want to take advantage of these quick, sharp drops by setting up buy limit orders in advance. Make sure not to have any round numbers, of course, because you want to increase your chances of getting filled. So if the support is at 38 cents, make sure to set up the buy limit order at 38.1, 38.2, or 38.3 cents, just so you're slightly higher than the rest of the people who are piling in on this same exact level. You have more chances of getting filled. Now, in the grand scheme of things, what I don't like about this chart necessarily is that we haven't broken above the December 2023 high yet. Hopefully we can do that. If not, there is another possibility here that we're starting to print a cup, right? This would be a cup pattern, and then we'd start printing the handle here sometime in the next few weeks, and then of course a breakout from there, hopefully. Now for that, we would need to run into the same resistance level, which would be this red block at 54 cents. And from there, we'd have to start printing a channel down pattern. And from there, we would be expecting the breakout after we obviously crush that neckline. Now, the fib retracement that we have here is no longer necessary. I would remove that. And you can see we also perfectly ran into the top of this blue block, which was on our charts for a very, very long time. As you can see, this was our support back in 2022. Then we flipped it to resistance in 2023, a few back tests, and then in December 2023, we tried breaking above it, but we ended up breaking down into this purple support block, which is also an amazing support level here. If you were able to catch this price over here, this was really good, right? This is why you want to keep all of these targets on your chart so that you can know where to set up these buy limit orders. That is very important. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the daily chart here. I just wanted to take a look at the support levels that we could have been filled on, and we covered them multiple times already, so this is nothing new to the usual viewers of the channel. Now, taking a look at the RSI here and comparing it with the price action, we are running into a bit of a bearish divergence here. As you can see, the RSI is printing a double top pattern, while the price action is printing a higher high. So this is a bearish divergence, the RSI printing a double top, while the price action is printing a higher high. And this did lead to this pullback here, and we can assume that the divergence has played out, right? A 30% drop is pretty good for a daily bearish divergence, I would say. And right now I would be expecting continuation of the trend, because what essentially happened here, in my opinion, is that people started selling when we got to the all-time high, and altcoins got affected. And some altcoins are even back up on track on their uptrends. So I don't think this is going to be a major pullback. Of course, we could see a continuation of this downtrend by all means. I'm not saying we're going to be back in the uptrend, just like that. But by the looks of things, Glmr does not really want to lose the 20 EMA here, or at least this yellow support trend line at 45 cents, which again, we had on the chart for a very, very long time. We are running into a different yellow resistance trend line at 46 cents, which we also had on the chart for a very, very long time. Essentially, just so I don't repeat it, everything that's on the chart here was here for a very, very long time. We were targeting all of these levels for months and months and months. So you could have also taken profit at 51.5 cents, almost 52 cents if you were looking to swing trade. Of course, you got that massive pullback there. You could have bought back in at, or you could have bought back in at the 20 EMA, which was like a 13% drop. So that was a potential swing trade for you. But overall, I need to see a break of this resistance. I need to see this December resistance broken, and then we can be bullish in terms of this uptrend. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly, we are very bullish on the weekly. Compared to the weekly looks better because we just had a nice bounce off of the 20 EMA and we're moving to the upside. So this is potentially our wave 3 here. So we can take a look at this, right? And this could be our wave 3. We might, let's say, get to $1.50, right? With this wave, then we see a pullback approximately to 80 cents, and then we have another wave to, let's say, $4. This is me roughly adding a Elliott wave count just so we can understand that right now we're looking at the wave 3, and let's say the wave 3 is going to take us to $4. Who knows? I'm just giving you a rough example of what would happen here with this structure that we're looking at, because we have a clear wave 2 here. So this is wave 1 from September into December, a wave 2 from December into February, and then from February we can have a massive wave 3. And keep in mind, wave 3 is always the biggest wave of the count, and that wave 3 can take us, to a very, very high target. And I would potentially target either one of these 3 extension levels for that wave 3 top there. So we have the 1.618 target at $2.15.5. We have the 1.414 at $1.55, and of course the minimal target at $1.24, which is the 1.272 fib. And these are based on this Fibonacci retracement. From the bottom in September, we placed a fib up to the high of August 2022, and these are our technical targets. Now, that does not mean that the bull market will top out at these levels. It's very possible we are going to be going higher to, let's say, $4, $5, $6, depending on how bullish Moonbeam gets. And the better Polkadot 2.0 does, the better it is for the entire ecosystem, in my opinion, including Moonriver and Moonbeam. I know you guys are fans of those projects here on the channel, and yeah, if you still haven't entered Glmr for whatever reason, right? We were covering Glmr throughout this bear market, and we were entering throughout this bear market as well. If for some reason you still haven't bought any tokens, I would say probably look at the 20 EMA, right? That's your optimal entry point. I would not be expecting, a move back down to 24 cents or even to 16 cents. That's not realistic in my personal opinion. Now, we are failing to break above 50 cents, right? We can't properly close a candle above that. We failed to do so in 2022, in 2023, and once again in 2024, and then once again in 2024. So this 50 cents area is our massive, massive resistance. Once we are able to break above that 50 cents area, maybe we even back test it as support, or with this wave 3, we could potentially just fly. If that happens, then the bear market bottom is confirmed for me. As of right now, I can't really say that, But of course, I wouldn't be expecting the price to come back down here. We just need that confirmation. We need that confirmation. We need to break the 55 EMA here. We need to have the bullish cross on the weekly chart, and that is going to be your bull market for GLMR. As of right now, we're not really seeing that. We're running into a resistance level, and that's fine for now. But we do want to pick up the pace pretty soon for GLMR, right? It has been lacking a bit compared to some other projects, but hopefully very soon GLMR will pick up the pace. For anyone who still hasn't entered, it's good that GLMR is not picking up the pace, because you want to make sure you have as much time as possible to accumulate as many tokens as possible and stake them, and or whatever you want to do with them. Not a financial advice, of course. And yeah, that's just a good thing for you guys. But taking a look at the RSI on the weekly, we have been recovering from this overbought. Had a move to the downside, then a retracement. I would be targeting this over here. Let me quickly set up this little block that I would be expecting a retest of, in case the pullback is not going to be as deep. If we do indeed get another pullback, just so you can keep an eye on this area between 54 to 50 on the index. This would be a really good entry point, and this would mean that the price is probably going to drop if the RSI is going to drop, and that will co-align hopefully with the retest of the 0.5 at 36 cents and with the retest of this 20 EMA. But again, on the Binance chart, if we go back to Binance, let me pull up the Binance chart here. If we go to Binance, you can see we clearly retested that. Like if I go to the weekly, for example, you can see the 20 EMA and this block were clearly retested. But on the CoinMarketCap chart, it does not show up as a retest there. So that's just something to keep in mind. Not all charts are very similar. So on Binance, we had a clear retest of the 20 EMA. That's why I always tell you that the 20 EMA is your optimal entry point during the bull market. This is essentially your support band during the bull market. As long as we're in the bull market, we're above the 20 and we're constantly bouncing off of it, right? So that's your bull market band. When you lose it, that's a major red flag. That is a major red flag. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. For the bull market, like I said, we're going to be targeting at least $5 here. That would be our technical target based on this touch from 2022, from April. And from the very depths of the bear market, that would be a 3,000% to the upside. Some people want higher targets, I understand, but I do want to stay a bit conservative, because I don't want to give you like a $20 target and have a bunch of people wait with their entire bags until $20, which may possibly never happen, right? Or at least in the next few months. So make sure to be conservative, and if you're okay with waiting until $20, feel free to do that. But I would be planning to take profits earlier than that. So let me know what are your targets in this bull market. Let me know what is your average buy-in price. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.